It often feels like we're living life in separate lanes, doesn't it? Like our health is over here, our money is over there, and maybe our mental state is somewhere else entirely.
Right, we compartmentalize.
Exactly. But what if those seemingly distinct parts are actually woven together, influencing each other in ways we don't always see?
Deeply interconnected ways, yeah.
So in this deep dive, that's what we're exploring, this really profound and I think often overlooked cyclical relationship. Healthy body, healthy mind, healthy finances. We've pulled together ideas from some pretty sharp thinkers like Naval Ravikant, David Deutsch.
A good stack of sources, yeah.
And our mission really is to distill the key insights from them, to show you how these areas aren't just, vaguely related, but actually form this powerful, self-reinforcing cycle.
A virtuous cycle, as they say.
Okay, so let's unpack this.
Where do we begin?
Well, it's easy to think of them as separate buckets.
Right.
But the sources are pointing to something way more dynamic. It's this deep cyclical connection where each element actively fuels the others.
Yeah, it's not just a one-way street. That's the critical part.
How does thinking about it as a continuous loop, change things?
Well, fundamentally, it shifts our perspective. A healthy body isn't just a result of, say, having less stress from a healthy mind.
Right.
It's actually a catalyst for that healthy mind. It primes the pump.
Right.
And then, in turn, that healthy, sort of well-calibrated mind becomes the main engine for creating wealth. It just keeps feeding itself, accelerating.
Not just A leads to B leads to C.
No, it's A fuels B, B fuels C, and C fuels A, all at the same time.
Okay, so let's start with that initial spark then, the physical state.
Yeah.
How our body actually feels and functions.
Yeah.
How does that hit our brain and our emotions? What do the sources say about that direct link?
Well, the sources, especially drawing on Naval Ravikant, really hammered this home. A well-maintained body directly supports better mental performance.
It's not just about feeling okay.
Not at all. Things like regular exercise, decent food, getting enough sleep. These directly improve blood flow to the brain. They boost neurogenesis, that's new brain cells growing.
Wow, okay.
And really importantly, they help balance your neurotransmitters. Think of those as your brain's messengers.
Right.
When they're in balance, everything just works better. Sharper focus, better memory, clearer thinking, better problem solving, all the stuff you need for a healthy mind.
And Naval points out, even small things matter.
Oh, absolutely. He mentions how even mild dehydration, something you might not even notice, can start to quietly erode your mental sharpness way before you actually feel thirsty. Subtle neglect.
So it's not just disease prevention or brain power. It affects our emotions too.
Directly. Exercise is a huge one here. It's like a natural antidote to stress and anxiety. It releases endorphins, gives you that mood boost. But more broadly, good physical health gives you a stable physiological base. It just makes it easier to manage emotions, stay optimistic, find that inner peace Naval talks about being key to happiness.
That makes sense. If your body feels good, your mind isn't bogged down with aches or fatigue.
Exactly. It frees up mental energy for, higher level thinking and just feeling content.
So it sounds like we're not just talking about avoiding being sick, but actively building up an abundance of energy.
Yeah.
How does that physical energy fuel drive and persistence?
Yeah, absolutely. A body that's well-nourished, well-rested, it just has more energy reserves. Simple as that.
Right.
And that physical vitality lets your mind take on harder things, learn new stuff, keep going when things get tough.
Okay.
It directly feeds into that optimistic problem-solving approach that David Deutsch talks about, seeing problems as challenges to be overcome.
And that builds resilience.
Exactly. Not just physical resilience, but mental toughness, too. You bounce back quicker from setbacks. Which leads to a really important question for all of us, really. Are you maybe accidentally limiting your mental capacity just by not taking care of your physical self, even in small ways?
Yeah, that's definitely something to think about. We often focus on the big mental efforts, but maybe the foundation isn't quite there.
Could be. The quiet neglect, as you said.
Okay, so building on that, the sharp, clear, resilient mind, let's talk about how that directly impacts wealth creation, because this is where the sources really seem to connect strongly.
Yeah, this is where Naval and Deutsch really sing from the same hymn sheet, so to speak. Naval puts huge emphasis on judgment for building wealth.
Judgment. What does he mean exactly?
He means having a clear mind, free from that mental clutter or, emotional reactivity. That allows for clearer thinking, better long-term decisions.
So you can see things more objectively.
Precisely. Assess risks better, spot real opportunities, avoid those impulsive moves that wreck your finances. And this connects directly to David Deutsch's idea of good explanations. A mind that can truly understand complex systems, predict outcomes not just by remembering facts, but by grasping the why behind things.
Yeah.
That's invaluable for anything involving finances or business.
So it's definitely not about getting rich quick.
Oh, absolutely not. Nabel is very clear. Building significant wealth is a long-term game, full stop.
Right.
And a healthy mind provides the patience needed for that. The ability to delay gratification, stick with strategies that pay off over years, not days.
Resisting the shiny object.
Exactly. Avoiding those get-rich-quick traps and focusing instead on building real, durable value, which Naval says comes from specific knowledge, your unique skills and interests, and using leverage.
Leverage like code, media.
Yeah, code, media, capital, even people tools that multiply your efforts without you having to put in proportionally more work.
And that takes focus, discipline.
Huge amounts. Financial success almost always demands sustained effort, disciplined execution. A healthy mind gives you that focus.
To learn the skills, build the thing, invest wisely.
Right. To work consistently, creatively, even when it's hard or boring, which it sometimes is.
And you mentioned problem solving earlier. Feels like that's at the heart of creating value and therefore wealth.
Fundamentally, yes. Wealth often comes from solving problems for other people and doing it at scale.
Okay.
And a healthy, optimistic mind, the kind Deutsch describes, sees problems not as dead ends, but as chances to create new knowledge, new solutions.
Which then allows you to find that leverage.
Exactly. Find the leverage, code, media, whatever, to scale your solution and create disproportionate value. It's all connected. It's about seeing the world constructively, looking for ways to build.
Makes sense. But what about when things go wrong? Because they do.
Inevitably. The road to financial success is almost never a straight line. Setbacks happen.
So resilience matters here too.
Critically. A healthy mind, because it's grounded in that optimism and problem-solving view, sees setbacks as learning opportunities, not failures.
Right, not the end of the world.
Not at all. It's data. It allows you to adapt, innovate, tweak your approach, and just keep going until you reach your financial goals. That mental resilience is crucial.
Okay, so let's pull this all together. What does this interconnectedness, this cycle, really mean for someone listening? It sounds like working on one area, it really boosts the other significantly.
That's the core takeaway. That's the synergy. When you invest in your physical health, better sleep, diet, exercise, and all that, you are directly investing in your mental clarity, your emotional stability, and those mental tools sound judgment, patience, creative problem solving. Those are the absolute essentials for building and keeping healthy finances.
So it really is a virtuous cycle. Each part strengthens the others.
It truly is. One feeds the next, which feeds the next, propelling everything upwards.
And the end result, hopefully, is this powerful momentum. A feedback loop that just keeps amplifying freedom, intelligence, optimism in your life.
That's the potential, yeah. Increasing capability across the board.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, maybe here's a thought to leave you with. Consider just one single, small, consistent action you could take this week.
Doesn't have to be huge.
No, maybe it's about tweaking your sleep schedule slightly or cutting out one sugary drink. Just taking, say, 5 minutes for quiet reflection each day.
Something manageable.
Right. And just notice. See if that small action might ripple outwards. Could it subtly improve your judgment, your patience, your ability to solve a problem at work or home, maybe in ways you hadn't even anticipated?
Start looking for those connections.
Exactly. Start observing these profound, interconnected cycles playing out in your own life.